Brought to you by GI Sports and the Level Loader, Level High Performance Loading System. So, Moscow Red Legion and Tampa Bay Damage, they have made it here to this final match. Now, the road for Moscow Red Legion to get to this particular moment, the road has been long. Not only has this team been around since the early 2000s, and they built this squad up, World Championship squad. They won multiple world titles, but then they fell into disrepair. And it took them a long time to get back to this. So yeah, not only did they have to fight through and beat Dynasty, and then they went on and beat X Factor to get to this spot, but it's been years since they've been in a position to be good enough to win a tournament. Yeah, they've been in the finals before, but they look better than they've looked in years. And then on the flip side, Tampa Bay Damage also it's been so long since Tampa Bay Damage has had a squad with the ability to win a tournament. They had to rebuild the squad. Jason Edwards saved the franchise. Tampa Bay Damage was about to sail off into retirement, but Jason Edwards was like, no, man, we're not done yet. We haven't had our last chapter written. So he, contacted some new sponsors, the original owner of the team. They still put in some money because they saw how motivated Jason was. And Tampa Bay Damage, they had to fight some battles in this event to make it through. They had to be infamous and impact to get to this moment. All right, so I'm Matty Marshall. We got Todd Martinez and Nick Sloviak up here. And yeah, Tampa Bay Damage, there's Jason Edwards on your screen. They had some big pickups. They picked up Tim Montresor, who's played for a laundry list of top pro teams over the years. And they also picked up Matt Jarula, and I love how Matt Jarula is playing. You look at the kill count leaders there, and look at that. Carlos Cortez, 31 confirmed kills. He's up there with Jacob Edwards and Jason Edwards right behind them. Matt Jarula at 24, Tim Montresor at 19. So much production out of everyone on that squad. And, it's just been a miraculous performance for Tampa Bay Damage here at this event. As you're watching some action from the prelims and also from the semifinals and the finals. And Tampa Bay Damage, they're reformed, they're reinvigorated, and they're an emotional team right now. Halfway through the last event, they had a big head change, and that head change was, we're going to play with confidence, swagger. We don't care what people think about us. We don't care what we're going to be in people's faces. In fact, so much so that Jacob Edwards got suspended in the quarterfinals, but they made it in. So now on the flip side again, Moscow Red Legion, former multiple-time world champions. There's been different incarnations of that squad, but the team that they have out there right now, you're looking at the kill count leaders, and look at that. Kirill Peridny, the captain of the team, he's been around forever, since the inception. And also Leonid Smotrov. Smotrov, one of the young killers on that team, has really stepped up the past season and a half. They need him to play well on this snake side of the field, along with Alexander Birtnikov, one of the best to ever pick up a paintball gun. And then they got the French killer in there, Fabrice Colombo. His boy Axel's also been playing well on the D side, and then Polnikov playing up in the center. So boys, what do you think about this matchup? Todd, start me off.
Man, the Russians are coming off of a win in Europe. They've been playing sharp all event. They're not really going too crazy in anything. It's just kind of textbook play after textbook play. They're making really good adjustments, and it's a real technical game that the Russians are playing right now. Tampa Bay Damage is just playing with pure heart, emotion, desire, and anger. These dudes are I think they're winning just because they're so pissed off and tired of losing. You said it before, bringing in guys like Jarula and Montresor have helped them big time. Silos Cortez, homegrown talent, finally given opportunities and stepping up and earning his probably rookie paycheck out there. But you know what? It doesn't matter. He's out there getting the job done.
So Nick, talk to me about matchups. Yeah, it's a team game, but really it comes down to who steps up on the field. Snake side, center, D side. What are you seeing out there? What have you seen throughout this tournament to get to this final matchup?
Well, as you look at your fan predictions right there, up the middle, we've seen the weapons for Red Legion, three guys, Kirill Peridny, Polnikov, and Sergey. We've seen Jarula play both sides, both the snake and the wall. Looks like he's on the snake side. Silos
looks like Silos. Yeah, so here we go. Starting the first point, looks like Cortez is going to be the first body to drop, so a one-body advantage early for Moscow, but I think they might have dropped a body too. And it looks like Polnikov is up there at the center 50. No one up there right now for Damage, so it looks like 5 bodies alive for Red Legion, Damage with 4, and Damage deciding to just kind of ignore that center here so far. They don't have anyone in position to try to counter the move. Polnikov up there trying to shut down that snake side of the field, and on your screen you see the lineup, the 4 bodies left alive right now for Damage.
Well, Matty, the way that Damage has been playing is that, excuse me, Silos Cortez is the guy that goes and deals with the center. If there's not a center guy there, if they shoot the center guy going up, Cortez comes out of that small Dorito and creeps into the tall tower in the middle, then tries to go deal with the center guy once they start working around guys in the Dorito side. But Cortez was shot on the break, and now Damage is going to have to deal with Polyakov up there in the middle all by himself, or set up a move to go get him right away.
Yeah, and talked to Matt Drew a little bit before the game. Asked me what I thought, kind of like you did, Matty, and I was telling him, hey, man, you know, Red Legion's got those weapons up there, and if you can shut down Red Legion and open the wall like you did Nick Laval, it's going to be really good for you. And, you know, unfortunately did not get that shot on Polyakov headed up there, as Polyakov might have peeled off the kill on Jacob. He doesn't. So Jacob Edwards now making his move into the Dorito 1, and that's mirrored on both sides of the field. Moves being made by Karslov and Alexander Britnikov for Red Legion. Now in the Dorito 1 and the mini wall on the Snake side. You can see right there on your screen.
Better field position for Alexander Britnikov here on the Snake side of the field. At the mini wall, out wide. Polyakov still in the center. Like you said, they're mirrored up on that D side of the field. Both teams with a body at D1. And just that one body advantage for Legion. Now look for some potential slow points out here. This could be a relatively low scoring game. Now, how low scoring? Well, that comes to how many bodies are shot off the break. And I feel if we're going team to team right now, how many bodies shot off the break, I think you got to give the advantage a little bit to Red Legion. Nothing against Damage, and they're off the break shooting. They've definitely shot some bodies off the break, but Red Legion's played a lot of their points 5-on-4. And it looks like for another body to drop, it's going to be Tim Montresor gets shot out of that back center. So now just 3 players left alive right now and a decent body advantage for Red Legion.
And Jason Edwards bails out of that Dorito corner. Goes back to the big Dorito to help Jacob Edwards, who's in the Dorito 1, shooting towards the Snake side, trying to get a shot on Bierdnikov, who's going to crawl into Snake 2 now. Still no bodies have dropped for the Russian Legion. Kirill coming out into the center, into the wall, out of the back, and he's going to come on to Damage's side of the field to try and get a shot in on Jacob.
Doesn't get the shot, though. Misses that shot, so Kirill now in a tough spot. He has to live by his gun. He's trying to get as small as he can. He actually has his gun now down by his thigh, and he's trying not to get clipped out there. Wow. Jacob is completely focused on trying to get a shot on Kirill, and he does, so that was a risky play. But off of that, looks like Jason Edwards, he takes the walk out of the backfield. Just 2 players left alive right now, so it's 2-on-4.
Darula, Jacob Edwards, looking at Polyakov. Here comes Karsliev down the Dorito side. Bierdnikov still sitting in the 50 Snake. He's waiting to deal with Darula, and Darula's going to get pinched out by Karsliev.
Hey guys, Smotrov is picking paint up off the ground.
Yeah,
Smotrov is out of paint. He's picking paint up off the ground, but I think it doesn't matter because looks like Alexander Bierdnikov still alive. Still had a body in the center. They had lots of bodies left alive here for the Russians, and they are going to go up 1 right now on Tampa Bay Damage.
Let's go, boys. Keep it up. Let's go.
So thank you guys for joining us here on Facebook Live. Make sure you go to Go Sports Live. Watch the rest of this match. As we are watching 2 Titan names in professional paintball over the years, spending years rebuilding this squad to get back to this moment. And we're in the pits right now with Tampa Bay Damage. Let's listen in.
You want the harder hit, pop it up and let them know that. I'm doing whatever. Tell them what. Okay. Everyone get off top. Take 7 pods. Yeah. Hey, 4 more pods for Matt. Hey, 111 far side.
Pretty calm in the pits right now for Tampa Bay Damage. They're only down by 1. We just got things rolling, so there's a ton of time left to go. There's Silos Cortez, one of the young emerging stars, and there's one of their veterans, Dan Holiday. Waring's been getting a ton of spins this event on that D side. Damage starting to develop depth. And there are the kill count leaders here so far in this match. Looks like Polyakov going up that center getting 2. Alexander Britnikov from the Snake side gets 1. Kirill Pridny, before he launched into a risky play, got taken out. It didn't matter. And only 2 kills right there for the Edwards brothers.
Let's go, bud. Talk to each other, guys.
30 seconds.
So the usual suspects for Tampa Bay Damage coming again. The Edwards brothers, Montresor, Cortez, and Darula. Polyakov, Bierdnikov, Karsliev, Smotrov and Kirill.
You know, I've been really impressed by how Matt Jarula has played for Tampa Bay Damage at this event. We knew that kid could play some ball when he played for 187, came over to Damage in the offseason, and here goes a minor penalty. Another penalty on Carlos Cortez. So Silos, he struggled with penalties all event long. At least this one was a minor, but that is not helping things here at the start of this point. 12 minutes and 5 seconds to go, and a big advantage again here for Red Legion.
Yeah, 3 bodies now down for Tampa Bay Damage. 4 bodies down for Damage. 5 bodies down for Damage. Super quick point by Red Legion.
That was
a fortunate break there. I didn't see Silos get shot. It looked like he was running the snake on the break and dove in.
He dove in. How do you get a minor penalty?
I mean, I saw the ref calling him out, but again, if you're diving into the snake, you know, you can't just. You're not Nightcrawler. You can't just morph out of the snake.
You can't just disappear and then reappear back in the snake. Let's see what Cortez.
Silos Cortez. He's going to get shot. He's diving right there. Gets shot in the pack. Crawling up. The ref's calling him out. He stops. Starts to get up to walk off and gets a minor. Yeah, I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that deserved a penalty for.
That was not worthy of a penalty.
Yeah, and
bad form.
And Carlos getting a lot of penalties. And it might be one of those things where, I know he didn't deserve that one, but it might be one of those things where you become a penalty magnet and then you stop getting the benefit of the doubt. Obviously not much of the air or room for benefit of the doubt on that one. Absolutely. What we saw, he didn't shoot his gun. He literally just ran to the bunker, got hit, and then got a minor penalty.
The only forward progression he can make is to come off the field. It's not like he was crawling deeper in the snake.
Well, he can't defy the laws of physics and stop himself in the air mid-dive to call himself out. So
I've done it
I
once
agree
or
with you
twice
guys.
before.
Well, you are the Nightcrawler.
I am the Nightcrawler. Rich Telford taught me that.
So now we're going to follow Damage out here as they get ready for this next point. And already, I wouldn't say it's do or die time yet for them because there's a lot of time left, especially with that quick point on the last one. But they're going to have to shake off the penalty on Cortez. And like you said, Todd, looks like they're sending the usual suspects out there. Holiday, Edwards, the Edwards brothers, Jacob and Jason, Tim Montresor, and Matt Jarula. So look for Holiday to go to the snake side. What I'm wondering, though, is how are they going to deal with the center, Todd? What are you thinking about that? I mean, they send Holiday up there right now?
Jarula's usually their guy, you know, but Holiday has been the guy that's gone up there a few times.
They've gone back and forth.
Well, Holiday's in, and Jarula, I mean, Jarula's been their cornerstone over here on the snake side.
Well, he's become the cornerstone on the snake side. He did start a little bit in that center, and it looks like Holiday catches one off the break, so those off-the-break shots are just dialed in right now for Moscow Red Legion continuing to play upper body, and we saw this a lot in the prelims. One of the reasons that they're here is those off-the-break shots. It's now 5-on-4.
Yeah, and Damage is not able to take out the runner for Red Legion up to the middle. They did a good job of shooting into the ball several times on his route up there, so we're going to have to figure that out. Look at this. Matt Jarula wins the heads-up gunfight, so now it is 4-on-4.
That's 3 points in a row now that Damage has lost their snake player. One time going to the snake, twice going to that mini Dorito on the snake side, so maybe looking to take a different route would be a better idea.
Well, if it wasn't for that nice snapshot and that kill from Matt Jarula, Russians would have an advantage still. And the Russians, though, Damage still just not doing anything with this center, and that's kind of surprising. Everyone should know how important the center is right now, and they haven't sent a guy up there at all.
No, and Matt Jarula having some gun issues right now. He's had to swab out his barrel a couple of times. That allows Malloy, Alexander Brunikoff to get out to the corner, and Matt Jarula off that move into the snake one. He looks to be clean as he makes that move, but again, swabbing his barrel. Red Legion still slight, well, a little bit better field position as they're in Dorito 1.
And the center
the wall. Yeah, the center 50 wall, and out wide here on the snake side. Good move by Jacob Edwards to get into the Dorito 1. He immediately wraps, trying to get that shot on Sergey. Well, in the wall.
Well, it's 4-on-4. Damage gets a kill right now. They have the advantage for a point. It's only 1 point game. There's a lot of time left. I mean, we're just getting things rolling here. Nice move by Jarula. Jarula gets out to the mini wall here on the snake side. The only issue with that mini wall, as we've seen, is that bounce shot. Matt Jarula been playing this spot a lot. He knows all these angles. Sergey alive up in that center 50, trying to keep Jacob honest on the D side. And here comes Alexander Brutnikov with another unconventional move as he crawls in and gets
Takes
shot
him on the
out,
top of
though.
the head.
So nice shot by Tampa Bay Damage, and they have an advantage right now. It's 4-on-3 as an uncharacteristic early death here for Alexander Burtnikov.
Yeah, you got that right. Axel got in, makes a move now. He's in the Dorito 2. And Colombo makes a move.
So the bodies are evened up? No.
No.
Damage has 4.
A one body advantage for Damage.
Okay, and we got Russian Legion over here. Colombo is in the tall cake on the outside of the snake. Axel got in.
In the Dorito
And
2.
number 2 up in the center.
Sergey. Look at this. No one's shooting their guns right now. It just went silent on the
Wow,
field.
I haven't heard silence out here in since probably around 8:59 Friday morning.
Sounds about right. So one thing that is going for the Red Legion is they do have a 2-point lead. So sitting right here, burning the clock off.
But again, this is what you expect in the finals, is every move is important, every point crucial. And repositioning, Colombo gets over into the mini wall, mirroring up the move that Darula made earlier. So both teams have a body in that mini wall here on the snake side of the field. One body advantage right now still for Tampa Bay Damage. 8:21 to go and a 2-point lead for Red Legion. Also Red Legion getting Axel up in that D2. There's Colombo on your screen, just made the move into that spot. He's looking cross field.
Looks
Nobody's
like Colombo's
really
got any paint left.
Yeah, nobody's really protecting Colombo either. If Darula were to go play heads up, Tim Montresor could start pounding the paint on him.
I don't know how
But
Colombo
Montresor waits too long and gets shot by Axel Godin.
Well, that evens up the body count. That should elongate this point a little bit, but I'm wondering, how did Colombo run out of already? You got to know that you're going to have some really long points out here because it's Sunday afternoon, and this is when they start to run long. You got to carry extra pods out there.
He started in the back center. Both of his snake players died.
And he was
So he was
forced to roll
dumping
his
paint.
guns.
Yeah, he was dumping paint from the back center this whole match, and then filled out here. And now he's looking to gun up down the wire.
Well, Matt Darula still has 3 pods on his back, so he's got a ton of bullets left. He's about to load up, well, actually it's 4 pods. About to load one up right now. Still 3 pods left for him. No paint for the player in his mirror. It is Colombo, you see down low, trying to get a shot, but another death out of the bunker. Jacob Edwards gets shot, and that puts Tampa Bay Damage on the defense. Jason Edwards gets shot as well, too. That leaves just Matt Darula. He gets peeled off by Colombo, and that's going to be a 3rd point for Moscow Red Legion.
Yeah.
Moscow Red Legion looking tough right now.
You know, we've watched when the games get slow and the games break down, Russian Legion has been able to work all those slow points, especially over there on the Dorito side with Karslev and with Axel Godin. Damage had the advantage. It was over here on the snake side. Colombo was on an island with no paint by himself. They got to talk, figure that out, and say, hey, Darula, let's go. He could have dove into the 50 Dorito because both Dorito players were looking the opposite way. Colombo's looking the opposite way. All he had to do was come to the inside, dive into the 50, force Colombo's hand, make sure they trade out. Now Tim Montresor turns the field.
You can see the replay here. I don't want to knock Darula too much, Todd. I'm not saying you're wrong, but it really came down to those in-bunker deaths right there. Tim Montresor dying, Jacob Edwards dying, Jason Edwards dying. I mean, that was the difference right there.
Yeah, the one thing you got to know, I know Tim has got to know that is if you have an opponent in the Dorito 2, they can wrap low using that 50 Dorito, the 50 mini wall to block out the tape and shoot you. It happened to me a couple times. If you're in that position, you're here in Dorito 2, you've got to get out. The corner is going to be the best bet, and then the other only option then is tell your snake guy to get moving. As you said, Matty, you know, we got to take advantage of this 2-on-1 on the side and push it. And you know, hey, still a decent amount of time left, but
yeah. Oh, this game's not over yet. I mean, the way Damage has been playing, this is that time when somebody in Damage's pit right now, whether it be Jacob or Jason or Tim, somebody's got to start pumping them up right now.
Yeah,
let them know, hey, that's what you said. There's a lot of time left to go.
Let's not forget that we're pissed and we hate everybody.
sure seems like
Hey, we're
Absolutely.
still here. Hey, we're down. Let's get pissed again and hate these guys.
I feel like we should yell that to them. Hey, you guys pissed down
Hey,
there
you
or
guys
what?
still pissed? You guys still angry? Doesn't seem like it.
So we're following.
Where's that madness?
Yeah, we're
I
following.
mean, yell to them, man. Let's go.
Hold my damn headset,
Give me
Slowiak.
it to me. Wait, Nightcrawler move.
Following
Nick.
Moscow Red Legion out here to the start gates. So
I think Nick's actually going to do it.
Vic is actually going over and yelling at Jarula.
Get him going. And get that attitude.
So they're going to send out Waring. So Waring going to get a spin here. And it looks like Holiday comes back out. And the Edwards brothers and Jarula. I definitely would not be sitting Jarula in any way, shape, or form unless he asks to be sat at this point. And I would definitely wouldn't sit either one of the Edwards brothers either.
Jason came off.
Did he?
Yeah, Jason came off for Waring.
He's playing his spot.
Waring.
So Cortez is off, and Jason's off.
They put
in Waring and put in Holiday. They're going with the Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken play, 4 to one side, all the way on the break.
Here, but also aggressive play mirrored up. But it looks like Polnikov comes off. So still 2 players, and here comes Holiday. He comes around. They trade out. 2 bodies have come off right now for Moscow Red Legion. Just 1 body for damage, so this is an advantage for them. See what they can do with it here. Just 3 players left alive, so the aggressive play works out in Damage's favor. Both the players that went up in the center get taken out here for Moscow Red Legion. 6 minutes and 38 seconds to go, but a pretty decent lead right now for Red Legion. You're looking at their squad on the screen, the 3 players they have left alive.
Yeah, Maddie, and this is what we saw last match from them. Go up, running their standard game plan, go up 3 points, try and switch up the play, and then lose a point. Let's see if Damage can take advantage of it the same way that, was it X Factor did, using this point right here to get on the board, try and get something going.
Yeah, you know what? The one thing that Damage is going to have to do right now is go. 6 minutes left to go in regulation. We've seen some long points here, man. They cannot afford to let another minute or 2 come off this clock and still win this point if they want to have a chance of coming back and tying this game.
If you're a Red Legion fan, you hope that they carried a couple extra pods of paint out there, knowing that this point could run long. And when you're in a 4-on-3, kind of relatively not matched up in position, but with one team down a bunch of points, you know Damage has to push forward. They don't have a lot of time to work with here, as we're already at 5 minutes and 36 seconds left to go. There's Jarula on your screen, Tim on Tresser. They're both shooting towards that D side. They both also look like they want to move. There goes Tim edging out of his bunker, and he is going to increase his position here. Completely commits and runs up to that center 50. No one touched him. He's now going to look towards the snake side of the field, try to get a shot on Smotroff.
Oh, and Smotroff wears one in the goggles.
And Brindikov at the same time. So big break there for Damage. It's still 1 body left. Tim Montresor gets shot, so 3-on-1 as Karslov makes his move into the Dorito corner. I don't think he has any idea that Matt Jarula's in the 50.
No,
That's an easy kill here.
He definitely does not.
When he misses a shot. Here comes Waring. Waring's gonna stay alive. Almost a penalty there. Close to Karslov, but they need to move. Well, yeah, Matt Jarula needs to run and hit that buzzer, man. Again.
Yeah, that last point, not this one, but the last one, took a lot of time. That last point drug out. We were at around 10 minutes. That last point took so long. That's why we're at where we're at right now. So, you know, Damage getting 1 on the board, but where are we at? 5 minutes?
Yeah,
a little under 5.
But a huge point for Damage. Not only is it their first point, so, you know, confidence booster, and the fact that they actually put 1 on the board. We could see the replay here of that breakout in the center. So a little bit more aggressive for Moscow Red Legion as they send Polnikov up there, and he gets taken out. And then here comes the move from Holiday. The crafty veteran comes around, trades his body out, but gets his man. And then here's the closeout here. Just 1 player left alive in the back corner bunker for Moscow Red Legion, and he has to pay the toll and gets run down, and it is Karslev, who's played really well for him over there. I mean, most of the guys playing out here from Moscow have had a tournament. Karslev, in the spins that he's got, getting it done on that D side of the field. So now we're in the pits right now. Let's listen in here with Tampa Bay Damage.
One more play. Hard. Hey. Hey, remember that shot down low back at the... Yeah, no, I'm just doing tag. Just shot the 2. Guys who are playing, come here. On the right. 1 minute. Let's go, Damage. Hold on, Jarula. Hold on. Jason.
I need paint.
So Waring saying he needs paint, so it looks like Waring's going to get another spin. I'd send the same line out.
Well, Jason Edwards is going back.
Well, Jacob put a point on the board.
Yeah.
Holiday.
No, I get what you're saying, Matty. I want to bring Cortez back in, though. You know, they ran him.
Waring.
They ran him to the little mini Dorito once, which the Russians were expecting. They ran him to the snake once and got shot. That's where he got a penalty. Then they put Holiday in, ran the same route and got shot again. Send CeeLo short, put Derula behind him like they did before.
Well, you know, you're
not going to get your wish because
if you get Holiday up the middle, Derula's held strong over here on the snake side by himself. Tim Mondrusser's sitting this one out.
Well, Dan Holiday's done the job pretty well up there in the center. It's just going to be good for them to get that body up there, but he gets shot on the break.
Another aggressive breakout here for the Russians. It pays dividends this time. First body to come off is Holiday. He gets shot off the break. Again, the Russians, those off the break shots are just dialed up right now. Both those bodies in the center are alive for the Russians, and that's going to slow things down here. Not only do they have the advantage on the body count, but they have the advantage positionally as well. Damage does get Waring into D1. No one looking that way right now for the Russians in that center. Well, Polikov is, but he can't even close to seeing that guy from there. He's kind of just basically looking to stop him from running up towards the 50.
Yeah, his best bet right now is to play heads up or get into the wall and play the snake side.
Yeah, I don't know why is Polikov looking to the D side right now?
Well, he does have a shot on the inside to that insert Dorito.
Yeah,
between the wall. But
well, Kirill just turned around and switched him.
Yeah.
As Kirill's working that angle right there.
Look at this. Waring gets taken out. So now 5-on-3 in favor of Red Legion. 5-on-2. 5-on-1. 5-on-none. As Damage has to concede the point. Red Legion going to take a 3-point lead, going up 4-1. And Damage has got to figure out what they can do to get up that middle. They're not getting those shots on the break like they did against Impact. They're not getting any production really anywhere. Not getting in the snake. Not getting the Doritos. Just the precision of Red Legion right now.
I don't know, man.
Might have dual European teams. D1, semi-pro, and pro.
Well, we're looking. When we were talking about the honest look at how these guys had played to get here, felt on the D side, I think you got to give the advantage to Damage on the D side of the field. Off the break, I'd have to say the Russians, snake side Russians, and center Russians. So just kind of looking at how things match up are the four most important things. I think that the Russians on paper coming in here just have the advantage.
The Russians told us that they're going to the wall every game.
Did they tell you that?
They posted it online. The wall is super important. We're going there every game. Also, if you watch them for the last 3 events, Polyakov goes there every point, right? This time they switched it up a little bit and brought Polyakov, I can't pronounce his name, that's why I'm not saying it, because I'm not exactly sure yet. Roznikov Sergey, right, number 2. Yeah. So this is the first time we've really seen Sergey play in a couple events, and he's been the guy that's kind of been giving Polyakov a break at the wall every now and then so they can switch it up. But really, they just run Polyakov to the wall every point.
Yeah, but why is Damage not contending at the wall? Damage shot. But they spent 3 points. Did they lose? They didn't lose all their guys.
Holiday going up there.
Yeah, that last point.
Because they didn't need the wall to win it to get here. They haven't used the wall to get here.
Hey, homework, man. I mean, you're going to watch all the rest of the games?
I'm with you.
What's going on with everyone else?
Yeah, I hear you.
So there are your prizes.
But that's what I expect.
My Fan Wagon. Go up there and sign up. First place, EVS goggles. Second place, loader for the free division. If you're a VIP member, get some cash and a gun. First and second. Here we go. Holiday getting chopped up again going up there, but they also send Cortez. Does he get Sergey? He does. So one body dropping for each team.
So there you go, Todd. Cortez gets his spin and gets his kill. Holiday, though, 2 points in a row, getting shot off the break. It's not necessarily his fault, as he's just really heavy guns here for the Russians.
He's got to figure out a better route.
Yeah. 3 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. And it looks like another body. No body's coming off. Well, the body might be coming off. The referee in there checking out Jarula. He's clean. There's a body coming off.
Colombo.
For the Russians as Colombo takes the early walk. 3 bodies left alive for Red Legion right now. 4 bodies left alive for Damage. 2:52 to go. And a 3-point spread. Damage has to attack.
Damage is on the Dorito side of Red Legion. Matt Jarula dives in the snake. He catches one in the top of the loader. Jacob Edwards is going to launch. He gets one.
But I don't think he shoots Kirill Peridny.
Or Axel got in. Oh, look at this. Bernikov comes off. So just Axel left alive. So it is at least a 3 or 2-on-1 right now. Jason Edwards and Cortez on Axel.
So Axel,
Cortez is going to go through.
Axel right now is going to try to flip the script on him, but that is not the move to make right there. What he should have done was sat in his bunker and eat up more time and just wear the welts of the bunker move that was coming.
Or did a tactical retreat.
Yeah, so Cortez is going to pull his team within 2 here. Gets checked out by the referee. As long as he's clean, we got a 2-point spread with starting to be not a lot of time left here. However, that does put Damage in a position to keep this one close. So there still is definitely a possibility that they could win this one. Let's check in with the pits here. Moscow Red Legion.
Can you translate for us?
Hey, you're the one that played with the Russians for a couple, not this Russian team, but with some Russians.
It's true. I know some bad words. That just makes me think of a third radio.
I like shoot bazooka.
I like to shoot the bazooka. Them dynasty guys. Get some. Get some.
Well, you're hearing 3 different languages spoken in that pits. English when the French guys want to talk to the Russians, French when the French guys are talking to the French guys, and Russian when the Russians are talking to the Russians. So here we go, looking at some of the highlights there from that point. You can see here that push coming through early on, and then here the closeout with Cortez as there was just, and here comes Axel, tries the desperation run. Probably should have just sat in his bunker. Might have been able to suck a couple more seconds off that clock.
Or just run straight at Cortez.
But still, Cortez, man, he gets his spin. He gets a kill up in the center. Stays alive. That's good for the rookie Cortez.
So, I mean, look at this. It's 4-2. There are about, what, 3 minutes left? Right around there?
Yeah.
2-14. So, go back to Vegas. What happened in that finals? Crazy run through, bodies dying, got some penalties.
I'm saying finish. It's definitely still possible for Damage.
Dallas.
Damage definitely has the
epic
ability.
Finish. I mean, I think we're going to have an epic finish here.
We could potentially have it. It's going to come down to this next point. If the Russians win this next point, that's probably it. If Damage win this next point, obviously we still got ourselves a match. But with that much time left, this is the point. This is the point for Damage right now.
Oh.
Damage has to dig deep right now and play clean.
Here we go.
On the breakout, both teams with a, look at this, aggressive breakout as the Russians double up the center. And then here comes
Matt
Jarula, and he's going to get up there clean as well, too. So we've seen this a couple times this event. Can he come around and get both these guys, or will he just trade out with one of them?
Well, the way that they're playing that wall backed up, he's definitely going to have a chance here. If Matt goes around.
He hasn't shot his gun yet.
You're right, he has not.
Jarula has not shot his gun yet. He doesn't want to let Polnikov know that he's there. He's just creeping around. He's trying to stay alive. Oh, but Polnikov able to get the shot on Jarula. I thought Jarula was going to get the drop on him. That leaves Kirill Bridny in there, and that's going to slow things down.
Well, still one body advantage now. Or no, excuse me, no body advantage. It's 4-on-4.
So
it is
30
body
seconds
advantage.
left.
Warren gets taken out of the Doritos. So 3-on-4, one body advantage.
Jacob Edwards fighting for his team's life at a D1, and it looks like Damage also getting a body over here to the mini wall on the snake side of the field with Cortez.
And once again, Damage. Oh, no, Barrett gets the kill out of the wall.
He gets 2 kills.
Joe Barrett now gets 2, but blows that side open.
So
there's nobody over there, though, as Jason got shot and he walked off.
So it's going to be up to Cortez here with under a minute to go, and he's got to press the issue. Cortez does not have any time to work with. He cannot slow play this in any way, shape, or form. It's 2-on-2 right now. Tim Montressor spreads the field out, completely commits, runs all the way to D1 from the back center bunker, goes to D2. Cortez is still gunfighting right now with Malloy, and it's Malloy and Smotrov, the veteran and one of the rookies here to try to hold this, try to win this tournament right now for Red Legion. Just 34 seconds left on this clock.
Yeah, Cortez has got to win this gunfight with Malloy. He bounces Malloy in the forearm.
He bounced Malloy. Here he comes, Cortez making his move. Here goes Montressor.
But I think they might have sucked enough time up to win this game here. Smotrov gets peeled off, and there goes Britnikov. So we're probably going to have about 12 seconds left. And there goes the buzzer hit.
Hey, it's a 1-point game. Were you guys in Vegas and Dallas? I was.
Yeah, exactly.
Were you there?
Yes.
Were you there? I was there.
Did I just say that?
Did you say that?
Did I just say
Did I say that? Did
what
you say
happened
that?
in Vegas? Epic finish.
Hey, that stays in Vegas, bro.
I'm trying to be majestic here. What happened in Dallas?
Well,
no, I'm with you.
There's a chance.
Just like you said, you set the table. These guys showed up to eat.
However, and it looks like, what, 12 seconds left? Now that's a little bit
15
situation. 15 seconds maybe? Hey, 15 seconds.
They'll review it and throw
15
17
seconds
on.
is different than 12 seconds. So hold on, looks like we're in the pit right now with Tampa Bay Damage. And they have just a few seconds left to try to tie this game up and take it to overtime. We've already seen craziness here so far this year. It's definitely possible.
All the way. Shoot and go. Yes, good running, gunning. 14 seconds. Just running, shooting in front of you. Hey, you gotta shut up. You gotta edge the guy. No, Jacob. No, Jake, you go. You go, Jake. Joel. All right. We got second.
They have faith in Waring.
You know Waring's going to Dorito 2 on the break.
12 or 15 seconds left?
No,
Absolutely.
He's not.
Where's he going to
He's
go?
not going to stop running. He doesn't have a chance. You can't run and dive in that Dorito 2. You just got to go.
Well, unless that's the guy to draw the guns.
Nah, he's got to. If he's going to draw the guns, he's got to run and shoot past that.
50-yard line?
Yeah, absolutely.
Running and gunning?
He has to. I mean, if he gets to the Dorito 2, he's going to have to wrap low. His first shot's going to be on the snake side can and the back center. The only thing he's going to contend with is the other back center. The back center shooting at him, and someone out wide.
I wouldn't doubt if Kirill runs that little center pin again and just looks Dorito side for that run specifically. But Cortez is probably going to have to make a move up through the middle of the field again. They're probably going to be Russians probably be looking for that. They got Sergey in, so I wouldn't doubt if Sergey is going to be going up to the wall, looking towards that Dorito side for the Waring move. Axel's going to go up to his tower, heads up. Smotrov will probably try and go wide.
14 seconds left.
And so Kirill's not even. Yeah, there's Kirill.
14.
Nope, that's Smotrov. Okay, yeah. So you're going to see probably double up in the back center. If not, Tava will be in the back center for the Russians, looking towards the snake side. Bierdnikov will go to the snake side can. Polyakov out here to the snake side corner. Raznikov, Sergey. Dorito side of the wall, and Axel maybe to the big Dorito, maybe to the corner, but most likely to his Dorito side tower. Holiday looks like he's lined up right now to make that move on the snake side through the middle up towards the wall.
For me, the big question is, Todd, how much time's left? We got 12 seconds, 13, I think it's 14 seconds left.
Waring, he's ready to get on his horse. Let's see if Waring and Derula can go through on that Dorito side.
This is it right now. Can damage some of the magic. It looks like Holiday, frustrated, gets shot off the break, and here comes the run through as Sergey runs through and takes out Derula. Two bodies come off for Tampa Bay damage, and there's just 5 seconds left alive, and that should seal the deal here, barring a major penalty, and that is going to do it. So finally, Moscow Red Legion, after spending seasons rebuilding this squad with the young guys, Polnikov, Karslev, Smotrov, trying to get those guys into championship form with the veterans. They took the French mercenaries from the Tauntauns. They brought those guys out here to hold the line for Moscow Red Legion and give those younger guys time to get to be this good, to celebrate and do what they're doing right now here. Let's listen in.
Mystic Patty. Mystic Patty.
So a huge congratulations to Moscow Red Legion.
Yeah, we did it! Yeah, translation.
So, yeah, man, Moscow Red Legion is feeling it. They went and they won an event in Europe, and it gave them that confidence. And to be honest, that's why when we were doing picks early on Thursday, and they're like, hey, who do you think's going to win this event? I was thinking Moscow Red Legion. Todd, what do you think?
I don't know. I should have been in the room while you were reading your mind, Mystic Matthew. I mean, hey, they played well all weekend. You know what I mean? They came out here, they executed their game plan, didn't do too much crazy stuff, just executed their fundamental game plan better than anybody else. They were in their positions, they played hard, they played smart, and lots of guys stepped up a lot. Karslev, Axel Godin, Alexander Bierdnikov, just like normal, and getting a big contribution from Sergey for the first time to help them get a win out here. Moscow Red Legion are your 2017 Atlantic City NXL Open champions.
Moscow Red Legion started this event taking on LA Infamous. They lost their very first game in the match of the event. They lost that game by 1 point. After that loss to LA Infamous, it was just an amazing performance. They beat up on Seattle Thunder. And then after that, coming into the afternoon, on Saturday, they win both their games there. They beat Houston Heat. They beat PC Katana, who went 2-2 on this weekend. And then coming in to the quarterfinals, they take down San Diego Dynasty, who won the first event in Vegas. They take out San Antonio X Factor, who's made it to the to the semifinals twice and taken fourth and is hungry for another win, former world champions. And then they defeat Tampa Bay Damage to take the victory. An unbelievable performance here from Moscow Red Legion. Just unbelievable. They deserved it. They earned it. And you can see here on the replays from this match. So we crown a champion here at the third event of the year, historically the second hardest event to win other than World Cup, and it is Moscow Red Legion. They are back. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We do have the draw if you guys want to stick around to find out what the divisions are going to look like for the fourth event. We're going to have that in just a few moments, so stick with us here. GoSports.com. I'm Manny Marshall with Nick Slovack and Tom Martinez. We'll see you in just a few.